Happy Easter, everyone! I wonder what makes Easter happy. At Easter time, people tell us stories about the Easter Bunny hiding eggs for us to find. Maybe you've been on a chocolate egg hunt already this year. It's pretty fun, isn't it? Searching for eggs and getting to eat all of that chocolate. Chocolate is so good, isn't it? Maybe chocolate is what makes Easter so happy. When I was little and I was sad, my mum used to give me chocolate to cheer me up and to make me happy again. The chocolate would turn my sadness into happiness. So maybe it's all the chocolate that makes Easter so happy. But what if Easter is actually about something much better than chocolate? The Bible tells us a true story about the very first Easter. And it's not about the Easter Bunny. It tells us about a man called Jesus, who came to give us something much better than chocolate eggs. The story goes like this. Jesus came to a city called Jerusalem and he was riding on a donkey. A huge, excited crowd welcomed Jesus. They knew that he was God's promised king. But some people didn't want Jesus to be in charge, so they sent soldiers to arrest him. They hated Jesus because he said he was the Son of God. They put Jesus on a cross to die. Jesus' friends were very scared. Jesus died. His friends cried. They buried Jesus in a rock tomb, and they put a big, heavy stone in front of the doorway. Jesus' friends were so sad. It was the saddest day ever. God's Son had died. You see, death is the saddest thing ever. It's so sad that when it happens, no amount of chocolate can cheer you up or make you happy again. But the story doesn't stop there. 3 days later, early in the morning, some women were visiting the tomb. But something had happened. The stone had been rolled away. Jesus' body wasn't in the tomb. They were so confused. But then, some angels appeared. They said, Jesus is not here. He has come back to life just like he promised. The women were amazed and so happy. Their sadness had turned to happiness. Not because of chocolate, but because Jesus was alive. The women ran and told Jesus' friends what the angel had said. Jesus is alive! But no one believed them. Then suddenly, Jesus was right there with them. He spoke to them. He ate with them. He showed them his hands and his feet, where he'd been nailed to the cross to die. But he wasn't dead. He was alive again. The people were startled, afraid, amazed, confused. But Jesus said, "Don't be afraid. It really is me. I died and now I'm alive again. I turned death into life so that you can have life with God after you die." The people were so happy. Happier, the happiest they have ever been in their whole lives. Jesus had turned their sadness into happiness. You see, on the very first Easter, Jesus did what chocolate eggs will never have the power to do. He turned death into life. He turned the saddest thing ever into the happiest thing ever. And that's what makes Easter so happy. It's not just the chocolate. It's Jesus, the one who turned death into life and sadness into happiness. I've got a little activity we could do to help us remember the happiest thing about Easter. We're going to make Jesus' empty tomb out of biscuits. You will need 1 jammy Dodger, 1 plain biscuit like a digestive or rich tea, some icing, and 1 mini egg. First, you'll need to get your jammy Dodger. Put it on a plate and get a knife, not too sharp. Maybe get a grown-up to help you with this. You need to chop it in half, like this. So you have this bit left. When you've chopped it in half, you can eat 1/2 of it. Delicious. So you're going to need this half. Then you need to use your icing like glue. Put some icing all over this side of your biscuit, the broken bit. Like this. When it's all covered in icing, stick it to your plain biscuit, like this, so that it looks like this. Then you can use your icing to cover the rest of your plain biscuit. Maybe make it look a bit like grass. And so that's your tomb, and there's the doorway. And remember, the soldiers, they rolled a big stone in front of the doorway. We're going to use a mini egg to represent that stone. So you need to put a bit of icing on the bottom of it like glue. Do you remember what happened? When the women got there, they found the stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. It was the happiest day ever. And so we're not going to put the stone or the mini egg in front of the doorway. We're going to roll it away, just to the edge like that, so that we can remember that the tomb was empty. Jesus was alive. And there you have it. There is your Easter snack that reminds us of the happiest thing about Easter. Now you can eat it and remember Jesus' tomb was empty. He had turned death into life and sadness into happiness. And you can do that for you too. Happy Easter, everyone!